Prior to Game 3, the restaurant raised the stakes of what it was delivering. Watch NHL with Fubo TV Bethesda. It's 8:49 a.m. when David Cutler turns down Elm Street in his car. He speeds past Mama Lucia's restaurant before honking his horn a few times. "Let's go, Caps," he yells out the window, drawing smiles from the few people who line the street. Puck drop between the Washington Capitals and Vegas Golden Knights is still nearly 12 hours away, but Cutler, the general manager of the Bethesda Mama Lucia's location, has hours of work ahead of him to make sure Washington's biggest star doesn't deviate from his pre-game routine. For years, Mama Lucia's has delivered the same meal to the Capitals' practice facility in Arlington, but currently its clientele has been whittled down and it only caters to one player, Alex Ovechkin. "You can't say no to Ovi," Cutler said. "The meal is always the same, prepared on this day by Chef Eric, who won't give away the secret to how he specifically prepares for Ovechkin's palate. The secret is the secret," he said. "That's my secret, but it's still not even 9 a.m., and after Cutler parks, he runs out of his car and finds the other chef who had come in early, Sammy, to help prepare a special game day feast. "Come on, Sammy, you've got 50 pizzas to make," Cutler said, shepherding him into the restaurant to begin the day's culinary activities. In addition to the regular Ovechkin plate that Cutler estimates they delivered on every home game day to Kettler Ice Complex this season, except for 2 occasions, once when the Capitals were in Annapolis for the Stadium Series, and prior to Game 6 against the Tampa Bay Lightning when Barry Trotz put the team in the JW Marriott downtown, but Lucia still delivered. Cutler has another job on Saturday. The restaurant made 100 pizzas, 800 slices, and 300 Mama Lucia's towels that were in the van along with the chicken parm and spaghetti for the Capitals captain. More, on wrong side of the save, Golden Knights Alex Touch keeps a short memory. Cutler said the restaurant has no official affiliation with the team, and he doesn't want one. In their current relationship, Capitals Director of Team Services Rob Tillotson places the order to Cutler. "It works," Cutler says, and he doesn't want to overstep the boundary and give the team any problems. At 9:02 a.m., some new friends of the restaurant walk up to the front, 2 on 2 legs, 1 on 4. Cutler opens the door, and much louder this time, "Let's go, Caps," he yells, greeting Mike Robertson, his cousin Mo, and Mike's celebrity bulldog, Ovechkin, into the restaurant. Robertson and his wife Kim lived in Maryland for 17 years before moving to Coronado. But a devout Capitals fan with a devout fan dog, Robertson drove to Washington from San Diego, a 4-day, cross-country trek, to make sure he and his pooch won't miss out on what could be a historic event. On Friday, Robertson and Ovechkin, the dog, met one of Mama Lucia's owners, Jimmy Fragayanis, at the Falls Grove location. So naturally they invited him to come by Saturday when the meal for the 8-year-old bulldog's namesake was being prepped. "This is his retirement ride, the last time he's coming to the East Coast," Robertson said. "We'll do West Coast, but he's still panting from being in the car, he gets stressed." They won't be in the arena Saturday evening, which Robertson knew before they made the pilgrimage. There are no dogs allowed inside, and even when they were local, Robertson would bring the dog outside the arena on game days, relishing in the fan interaction and the experience. It was there he met the human Ovechkin's father, Mikhail, who made fast friends with the canine that shared his surname. "He would come over to us at games and pet him and stuff," Robertson said. "He didn't speak English. They communicated another way, though." Robertson carried a fanny pack filled with doggy treats. Without warning, Mikhail would walk up and pluck them from the pouch, feeding his dog Son. Anytime I had this and I felt someone rooting around behind me, I knew it was his dad, Robertson said. More golden ticket. As nights near Stanley Cup, fans hope for big-time Vegas payout. Now it's 9:10 a.m., and the aroma of the pizzas is filling up the restaurant. Eric estimates it will take 30 minutes to make the 50 pizzas. Two other Mama Lucia's locations are each cooking 25 to round out the 100. Cutler whacks back over. He also doesn't have tickets for Game 3, but strategizes with Robertson about how they could get the Capitals' unofficial mascot into the arena. I joked, I said, given the playoff history of the dog, he's a fan-base support dog, Robertson said. He is qualified. At 9:15 a.m., it's time for Ovechkin to suit up. No, not the Russian scoring machine, but his four-legged friend. Cutler and Mama Lucia's will be selling T-shirts to celebrate the Ovechkin Special, a recent addition to the menu. For $25, customers can get the chicken parm, a salad, garlic bread, and the four sauces, meat, marinara, Alfredo, and marsala, just like Ovechkin, with a large cheese pizza. Those T-shirts, $15, and the towels Cutler was handing out at morning skate prior to Game 3, $10, are available at the restaurant. All the proceeds are going to an organization called Nourish Now, a non-profit food bank that collects leftovers and redistributes them to those in need, revolving light fan towels. Get Game 3 combining on closing keycap ready, DC, ice hockey. It makes for fantastic pictures when he's a little panty, Robertson said. You should just put him in the window, he'll draw people in. Fragayanis is the next one into the restaurant at around 9:33 a.m. It's an important morning, so it's all hands on deck. Sammy and Eric are churning out pizzas at this point, filling up the countertop across from the oven. A replay of a Peru-Colombia soccer friendly is playing on the television as they constantly rotate pies in and out of the two-level pizza oven. But now it's getting close to 10 a.m., when the Lucia's crew is going to load up its caravan and make the 17-mile drive to Qatar, so Cutler reminds Eric they're on a deadline and he retreats deeper in the kitchen to get the cart. It's a big cart, Eric said. Its contents are various containers, the necessary ingredients to making Ovechkin's game day fuel. This process, Eric said, takes about 7 minutes from start to finish, and his estimate rings pretty accurate. He throws a chicken fillet in the fryer before moving to his 4 pans to prepare Ovechkin's sauces. He throws a handful of spaghetti into a strainer submerged in a boiling pot, and gets to work, moving from station to station to complete each piece of the meal. When the chicken is ready, he takes it out of the fryer before smothering it in marinara sauce and topping that with cheese. The sauces each get their own separate container, and the spaghetti comes out last and placed into a black Tupperware. The food is packed into a small red bag, the most important item that will be packed into the Lucia mobile. At the crack of 10 a.m., cars get loaded up. Robertson, his nephew, and Ovechkin in their car, Cutler in a trail car, and a few of his workers in the van, carrying all the goods. As Robertson pulls into Cutler Ice Complex, some fans are already beginning to leave, with the Capitals' morning skate having concluded. We're giving out free pizza, he yells out the window, trying to get some of those entering their cars to turn around. A man in an Alex Ovechkin shirt seems particularly interested. And when the van finally pulls up next to Cutler's front doors at 10:43 a.m. After hitting some traffic, Cutler jumps out his car, feet behind, to announce the news: free pizza and towels for everyone. One his workers is in the midst of his own special teams mission, playing the role of Nicholas Backstrom and dishing to the Capital superstar. A large crowd swallows up the vans circling its opened back doors where the 100 pizza boxes sit. Puck drop for Game 3 is still nearly 10 hours away, but for Alex Ovechkin, one of the essential slices of his pre-game routine begins now.